Should be.
Get with it, Chris.
Hang on, I'm on the wrong thing.
Is it live?
Double check. YouTube.
Can somebody on YouTube?
I've not seen it yet.
Oh Jesus!
It
We're
popped
live
up
on
my
Facebook,
phone.
right?
It popped up on my phone.
Yeah. So we're live on
it's live.
Facebook.
It's live.
Oh,
It's
there we
live.
go. There we go.
It's live. It's live. It's live.
Right. So we'll start again in case it's not live for the whole thing. So my name is Derek, and good afternoon, evening, and good morning, depending on where you're at. Welcome to the FRL podcast. We got Gamer Dad above me. We got Chris over in the corner, and we got Georgie Priest, the man, with us today. When I pass you over to Chris, he's going to give you a bit of information on the technical side of FRL about websites and emails. On you go, Chris.
Live now. Ah, there we are. Okay.
It's an hour behind.
So tonight we're going to cover off quite a lot of things regarding post, updates, the allocation of drivers into teams, into leagues, how well it's went. We've got Georgie Priest, like we says, he's going to talk about an exciting new league that we've branched out into as well. Ideally, if you're watching, give us as much feedback as possible. Can ask as many questions as you can.
Lots of questions, guys. Yeah,
lots and lots and lots of questions. Fill the show with as much questions. We'll feature it, no problem.
Questions win prizes.
The best way to get in touch is through our email, which is formularacingligue0@gmail.com, or if you want to go onto our website, it's formularacingligue.co.uk. Everything on there, including merchandise, league information, etc., etc. It's a lovely site. Go and fill your boots. But straight away, we now have Wood, Reiki, Darren, and Hutch already messaging on the live chats. So we're good to go. We're excellent. So tonight's show, we've got Georgie Priest with us. Georgie Priest, he's been racing with FRL now for probably
since November.
Yeah, 2 seasons. I think
Really?
it is.
November. Yep, is Barcelona was in GT3 Sunday.
It was
yeah.
Hutch was your partner in the first one, wasn't it?
Yeah, he's been my partner since. Yeah.
So the man with a plan from across the pond. He's co-running
GMT.
a new league that's going to be coming up. Quite an exciting league. Slowly but surely we're getting there. The artworks have all been kind of produced. We're calendars there ready to go.
Oh, I thought
Just
it
need to
started.
No, it's tomorrow.
Is it
Tomorrow.
I
Tomorrow's
thought it
round
was
one.
Just
Yeah.
well, Georgie Priest can inform us of everything we need to know
Yeah.
regarding that.
Let's throw over to Georgie. You ready?
Mm-hmm. So give us a wee rundown first of all. What's it all about? You've got ideas.
So we are starting tomorrow. Is round one at Imola, and it's gonna be yes. And let me get my notes up here. We got 8 round series going, and tomorrow just gonna be a pit for tires, and then it's gonna be a mixture from there on out of different pit strategies that we're gonna mix it up with. It's just not gonna be the straight same pit every race. Same
so
with
you want to chop and change it.
Yep.
Nice.
And then round 3 Spa is going to be an hour, and then 4 Misano will be a double header. It'll be 2 30 minutes, and then same with Laguna Seca, our finale. It'll be 2 40-minute double header.
So it sounds like you've taken a little bit of every single league you've already raced in and applied it to this one league.
Yeah, I really liked what we did at Midnight Madness, and just kind of wanted to throw a mixture of a lot of everything in it.
So
Make
did
it a
the
variety.
guys are the guys getting their cars picked for them, or are they getting to pick their own cars?
Yeah, we are doing 2 cars of each brand. So we're not going to have it, but we have it kind of open for some of the newer guys trying to get more people in, and then I think next season we'll strict down on that a little more when we have more cars, more drivers.
Baby steps.
How did it
Yeah,
numbers
baby
look?
steps. What's that?
How are the numbers looking? Like
Right now we have 10 checked in, 3 absent, so we're getting there. We're getting there.
Nice size grid.
That's,
Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
it'll be a lot of fun.
That's good.
When FRL first started, it was what 7 or 8 people was lucky if you were
Yeah,
there.
that's it. That's all we had. Was 6 or 7.
So I mean,
We're getting like
having
12 at a
10
push.
10 or
and then
13 available is not a bad thing.
now
Yeah.
it's a sore head trying to figure out where to put the guys that are sitting in the waiting lists for most of our league races now. It's brilliant.
Yeah, I've been posting like crazy all over Facebook and trying to find.
Every time I turn on
places.
Facebook, there's a TNT post.
Yeah,
somewhere.
TNT poster. Come on,
I'm trying.
It's up on SimGrid as well, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yep.
Is
Oh,
that-
so we're using SimGrid for the TNT
Yes.
platform.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
brilliant.
yeah, try and help bring people in.
Right.
I think North America is quite a difficult place to deal with GT cars. If it's
Yeah,
not,
it's
if
not-
it's not NASCAR or IndyCar, they're not really interested, are they?
Yeah, it's not the biggest thing over here, and even when I have a lot of friends I try to talk to about F1, and even that, hardly anyone.
Like
Even-
F what?
Yeah, exactly.
What NASCAR is that?
Yeah,
Never heard of
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
NASCAR is the biggest one here.
Yeah, NASCAR, and then I think it's probably dirt tracks after that.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot
Yeah.
of dirt tracks when I lived there.
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
So good. So looking forward to the opener. I might stay up.
Yes,
And actually
I'm very
take part.
excited.
I would really like to stay up and take part.
Yeah, that'd be
You're
awesome.
mad, Chris.
What, that'd be
You're
what,
mad.
3 or 4 a.m.?
So what,
I'm
is
off.
it about
I'm
3 or
off
4?
work on Friday, so
Hey,
I might
there you
actually
go.
take part. I was
Yeah.
I had to wang the day off work, but I've managed to get a day off work. So and I don't get my kids until midday. So
Okay.
I think I'll be taking part just to see how it goes, just to help the numbers get up there. And you don't sleep either, gamer, so you might as well just.
I've still got to get for school run.
Yes, I remember the last time that you didn't go to sleep and you were knackered and driving in Paul Ricard in front of me. If you pull that
Just-
one off, you'll be in
Well.
trouble.
Just
Well,
go to bed
Chris.
really early, then get up early.
Chris, you could do it and just be on the grass all the time, give everyone some entertainment. So
That's
That was
That's
basically
what
I
I'm
was
here
getting
for.
at,
I'm here for the shits and giggles
yeah.
as best I can. So let's
Yeah.
have a look and see. So it's sounding promising then, good prospects.
Yeah, I think it'll be good.
So is it just a four race season to start with?
8.
8.
8.
Okay.
8. Yep.
I missed out 4 races or somehow. I don't know why.
I touched on only 4, but
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
it is 8. Yep.
Guys, we've just had a revelation in the live chat. I've just got in here with it.
Go on then.
So Fresh Brizzle has just shocked the entire FRL world by saying, I may be retiring the Bentley for a few races due to work, but we'll let you all know.
Yeah,
So the brick with wheels might not be taken full count.
I knew that about half hour ago.
I thought you meant he was retiring the Bentley and going in a different car. That'd have been a bigger revelation.
A part of me's like, woohoo! But then a part of me's like, oh, I can't see him spinning one mirror.
So the show's also going to consist of, we forgot to mention, Derek's going to do a bit of the standings this evening, as
After
where
round
we
1.
stand now. So we've had a few races.
So we're going to wait
Sundays
till-
and Tuesdays. Sundays and Tuesdays. That's it.
So-
That's all we've done.
Yeah, but we were going
We
to
also
actually
have
wait
the
till it was
PC as
further on,
well.
Chris.
Oh, on PC, yes.
You got PC as well, so it's worth.
Yeah,
Yes.
PC we can touch on. But the
Yeah.
the PlayStation we were going to leave until they got a bit further into it.
Okay, that's
the
fine.
idea
It's your
of
call.
idea of the standings is just to get like the last races when it's getting exciting.
Mm.
It's always exciting, Dale.
It's always exciting.
It's exciting in FRL every single day.
I'm not in the
Yeah.
10th place yet, so I'll not get mentioned. It's not happening.
Wait till you're in 10th and
That's
then
it.
start doing the standing, slip your
Yes.
names in there. Excellent.
I was going to say tonight's race, but I finished 11th, so that's not even going to count.
Good.
Oh,
So we'll come back to the whole TNT thing before we leave again, because it sounds like it's a great, like, kind of mixed, kind of like hodgepodge of different race aspects and stuff. And I don't know
Yeah.
anyone that wouldn't want to get involved in something like that. That means you've got to think constantly every single race. That must have been his like, thinking
I-
behind it.
I was actually putting a lot of thought into it because I really wanted it to be interesting and not just a straightforward. Here it is, but I really wanted a mixture of everything.
That's why my ideas are usually just straightforward, because if I try and think too hard,
it
go on,
hurts.
tell them it
Yeah.
hurts.
Yeah.
You know, I just had an idea. if you take
Oh
your,
no.
Oh no.
there's 13 people available for the TNT just now.
Mhm.
If you go out and buy the kids a PlayStation and a wheel each, you
Hey.
can fill the grid.
Yeah.
I better ask Fanatec for a sponsorship then.
Or take out a second mortgage.
Yeah.
Yeah, 7 more
Is
wheels.
talking to the kids, is there any of your kids that are actually interested in the sim racing at all? Just
One of them
curious.
kind of is. He's played on it a few times. Yep.
Is it better than you?
Good.
Well, half lap into it, the steering wheel had to be upside down to go straight. So
Nice.
So you
Nice.
didn't have to ground him, that's fine. So
yeah.
stay away from the steering wheel, you can't be better than me, son.
Yeah.
We've also got a very nice surprise in the show tonight, which Gamer Dad has got lined up for us.
Oh, it's a
Have I?
surprise for me as well then.
Oh, there's a surprise.
What's that then, Chris?
So
Everybody.
obviously you do a wee section every single week. It's
Cool.
been going quite well.
I'm bringing it back. I missed it last week because we were doing team
Oh,
Yeah,
draws.
but last week we missed everything.
You were stressed last week. Every time we looked at
Very
you, your face was
stressed.
like, somebody help me.
You can actually count the new grey hairs on your beard.
Yeah, I know. Gaining a few.
All the grey hairs coming out, you're catching up with me. So the surprise tonight's going to be driver of the week, but
Alien of the week.
Alien.
it's, alien of the week, sorry, which completely and utterly blew me away. But straight away I knew why.
Was it me?
So
We'll do that later, though. We'll do that
yes,
later.
we will. So we have
We've got any
Hutch
questions there?
saying you should do the slammers standings. Okay, do the slammers
Right, no,
standings. Dale,
no.
go on.
Before we do that, I have to congratulate Hutch for his first
That's-
FRL win.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah,
go,
you done-
Hutch.
You've done
Which
amazing.
puts his win percentage at like 0.00001 or something stupid like that.
I suppose the question to Hutch would be, is his underwear tent come down yet? After the win?
He got that minion Bentley across the line in first last night. So
Nice.
yeah, well done,
I
mate.
think every time someone's seen it in the mirror, they just had to go, "What on earth is that?" And before they realised he was past them.
He was flying past him with a fart gun, getting him out the way.
But yeah,
Coops has put up Coops comms of the week.
Coops
James is admin of the week. Yeah, you put his well done, Hutch, as well from comms. Well done. Oh, and Coops says, "Looking good, Georgie." Oh,
Ah.
you got a fancy man.
Thank you, sir. Thank
Must
you.
be those guns you've got. My big floppy arms.
Mm.
So we had a bit of a well, we've got one question, two. We'll touch on the second question later on. But the first question that came in from Timmy Blunder.
Timmy.
Timmy,
Miss Timmy.
we
I
miss you
miss
big
Timmy.
time, mate. We miss you.
Yep,
Um,
Miss Timmy.
He said, "I hope you are well. Question for the cast. As we know, the ACC game lap times are significantly faster on PC by 1 to 1.5 seconds a lap. I know Dale's going to cut in here in a wee minute and tell us, but hang on, let me read it. Than the console, and not due to driver skill, just the difference in platform engines. From previous experience, general results, it appears that PS5 uses, and especially those with direct drive equipment, have an advantage over the PS4, such as himself. Now the consoles have been split. Have you seen any obvious difference in lap times between the consoles? Which I think we have, I would say,
Are they
maybe.
quicker? Are they quicker on PS5?
Getting
No,
some-
not necessarily, because the tracks are the same DLP and the same tyre model on PS5 and PS4 still.
Because that's
They
still not been
only-
developed.
The only difference is the cars are more aligned towards the PC, and the thing is, because of that, they're actually down on power a bit than what they are on PlayStation.
So until the actual official 1.8 update comes to console,
We
I
won't
think
Yeah,
his
you
next
won't know.
part of that question is, are we going to do lap records for both consoles? So a
think we
PS4
should.
and a PS5 lap record section?
If there's a big difference, I think we should.
I think you should
I'd
anyway.
agree.
I would
Yeah,
say
I
you
agree.
probably need to, because for the foreseeable future, it's going to be 3 different entities. It's going to be a PS4 game, a PS5 game, and then the PC game. Because the next update for the PC is coming out in the next month or so.
I'm so excited.
And then you're
And
going to
they're
have the
like
1.8
GT2
come
cars
to
and that.
PS5. I don't know, we'll find out.
GT2s, and but we're all talking tonight. We think there's going to be a Lambo in there.
Yeah, but see, their original, when they first announced it, it was going to be the tracks were going to be on the late spring, and the cars were going to be in the summer.
Right, okay.
So I don't know if that's changed. We'll find out in a couple of months.
Right, excellent. Cool. So, to the answer to his question, yes, definitely we're going to do that. There's going to be a big change again. There'll be like a hotfix or some kind of update on PS5
Next week.
they're saying. So hopefully that fixes quite a lot of things as well. And then PC, you mentioned at the start of your question that PC drivers tend to be faster. It's actually not the case.
It is the case. It is a little bit of the case. It's not,
Certain tracks, I
It's-
think.
but
Yeah.
it's not because of the tracks or the cars. The cars and the tracks are actually slower on PC. It's definitely down to drivers.
I think it right, okay.
It's
Trying to
definitely down
adapt to the
drivers,
new
yeah.
dynamics.
It's,
So, what platform? It's PS4 you're on, George.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the lap times for you guys, including yourself, you're bloody fast. I'm not going to take that away. I mean, just what are you seeing in the kind of PS4 side? Are you seeing any differences at all?
Am I seeing any differences?
Yeah.
I don't really have anything else to compare it to be honest. I mean, I can see YouTube videos, but
well, you guys are.
you know, the
it's
guys
hard
I'm
to-
watching is like Jarier and stuff.
Over there,
Yeah.
it's really hard to get a PS5 just now, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
So-
I've been searching ever since they've been released.
So,
Blimey.
And then whenever I get a notification that they're available, by the time I get to the site,
Goes like that.
it's gone.
It's madness, isn't it? It's these hackers, whatever we're talking about, away at the start. They've got
Yeah.
these bots just sitting, waiting for these things to show up, and then they snap up 5 or 6 of them.
Yeah, same with PC, and PC prices are just ridiculously high right now.
yeah, I can't believe
And-
they've not come down over there yet. The prices are starting to come back down over here, but in
Yeah.
America, it's still.
It's
way up
still
there.
outrageous.
Yeah.
So I'm basically at the boat to where whatever I can get my hands on first is what I'm going to upgrade to next.
PC.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think if you've
I think
already
most-
got the PlayStation 4 and still using it,
I'll
possibly
keep
the PC
the-
would be the next step.
I'll keep the PS4 still with my setup and just switch back and forth to whichever I'm playing on. Yeah.
Yeah, you'll notice a massive difference then.
Yeah.
Me and Dell have kind of got that set up, PC and PlayStation 5, so it's massively different. The PC always gets precedence over everything, doesn't it?
It's the
Always.
problem with the moving from PC back to PlayStation is, although with the PlayStation 5 it's actually not as bad, the steering feels almost the same.
Uh-huh.
But going to the PlayStation 4, it's such a vast difference. That
Yeah.
by the time you get used to the car again on PS4, the race is done and you're moving back to
Yeah.
to PC to play the race. There
Yeah.
you're like, moving back and forth just doesn't work that well. It's
Yeah.
such a difference.
Yeah.
I'm hoping by the looks of it, the PC and PS5 are very similar when it comes to steering. There might be a
Okay.
slight lag in the PS5, but not much that you would notice.
There's a dig about James on the chat from none other than Keddy.
Go on then.
Fight!
How to end a 12-hour race? Turn off your wheel.
He's not going to live that one down.
No, he's
No.
not.
So we've got GT Jamie crying out for Sunday team standings, and we've got
That's
Hutch
'cause
crying
his
out
team
for
stopped.
slammers.
That's because Touch is top of Slammers and GT Jamie's team is top of the standings, I do
There you
believe.
go. So that stands there,
There we
guys.
go.
You've got
So
your
there you go.
mention.
You got a shout out, but we didn't do the standings this weekend. I think we should touch on the 12 hours of Monza as well.
Yes. So,
Have you got the statistics in front of you for the finishing positions? Because I can't bring them up.
the finishing positions. Hang
The
on.
TV's going off. Hang on, boys.
How many views did that stream get, by the way, in the end?
Almost a
we know?
1,000.
I'm going to have a look.
Wow.
I think it was at 1,000 the other day.
Wow.
So I think it's got to be more now.
That's a
I
lot
had
of views.
760 something just in the live view itself. on the
Yeah.
actual video.
That's a lot.
That's good.
And that's individual views. So if you went and watched the first half and came back later when you went away, it doesn't count you as 2 times. It's just the 1 time it counts you.
So that's
Right,
700.
wow.
700. Oh,
Yeah. So that
nice.
was
Nice.
a lot of people watched.
It's impressive. I mean, I didn't think we expected it. First of all,
It went downhill when Crisper joined the comms.
Yeah,
he
we
went
don't
on.
watch
He went on
Monday.
comms.
God.
Went on comms and ruined the whole comm system. Had no video footage or nothing.
Oh dear.
So the results, we've got them here. I think we had in total 21 teams registered to run the whole race.
And they stayed the whole race just about as well.
Well, I think there was a few teams
Some
kind of
technical
dropped
issues.
off.
Yeah,
Technical issues, etc. We finished on 17 or 16 teams
That's
finishing
still
the
good.
race.
That's really good going
Yeah.
for 12
Aye.
hours.
For 12 hours, it's
Yeah.
fantastic.
The 2 fellas
Um,
up front in the Capri Sun team were
Uh-huh.
unbelievable. It was a duo for 12 hours, 2 people. And
Yeah.
they finished 2 laps ahead of the whole grid.
done, guys.
So,
I mean, what was it 157s they were putting in?
the best lap was a
147.
148,
Yeah.
but they were
148.
averaging the kind of 150s to
So it was the
151s.
qualifying lap was a 147 then.
Aye. So we ended up doing 387 laps in total, and that was the maximum amount of laps completed by Capri Sun, Reg Singh. They were the team that finished first, and then we had Turn 1, Stroke 101. They finished second with 385 laps, and then closely followed behind them. There was a wee bit of controversy at the very end, and we had me and Hydra screaming at the comms. The twos were like two wee excited kind of schoolboys screaming and screaming. Ah! There was like 4/10 in it or something at the end, and EOS Esport Racing Team official came in third. With
Yeah, but that
with
was,
385 laps as well.
Was that 3 or 4 laps to go? They got 20 seconds worth of penalties though.
Yes.
For two incidents,
Wow.
which
Yeah.
they would have been second had it not been for those 20 seconds incidents.
But if you're going to drive aggressively, you're going to get those penalties, aren't you? And he did really, really well, and he nearly secured it.
Yeah.
But
It was really close.
there was 6/10 or 4/10 in it right at the end. Go watch the stream if you've not watched it. It's just, it was amazing. The comms were switched as well between Hydra, James. I did a wee bit as well near the end of it, kind of to help, and Hydra kind of helped me. But James and Hydra held the comms the entire day. It was a mean feat. It was fantastic. In fourth place with the FRS Racing Team. They done 385 laps, and the other team that done 385 laps was EOS Esport Racing Team. So in the top 5 there was 4 Beamers and 1 Aston Martin Vantage. Just a dominant race by the Beamers, to be fair.
And it's nice to see these guys stayed as well after it, because it was like a one-off type event. They could come in, they could actually race it without getting their FRL license and things, but most of them have actually stayed, which is nice.
I think they're interested to see what's next. So what's
There's
next
actually-
in the
It's not up yet, so you can't talk about it.
what kind of ideas? So did you not put like a
I put,
vote on?
I put a vote out for Mount Panorama, 9 hours of Mount Panorama. There was 9 hours on Nürburgring, or was that 12 hours on Nürburgring? Can't remember it. It came in last. There was 6 hours of Spa, 6 hours of Monza, and there was a fifth one. What was the fifth one, Chris?
Kill Army, wasn't it?
No.
I thought it was out there.
Let me just bring that up.
I'm sure you did put Kyle Army in there.
Did I?
Keddy's asking James to stop hiding. He's asking where he is. These guys are having a to and fro here on the live chat.
Alright, so we had 9 hours of Mount Paramount, 12 hours of Imola, 12 hours of Nürburgring, 6 hours of Spa, and 6 hours of Monza. Because Keddy wanted that one in so he could finish the last 6 hours after the first 12 went wrong.
Should we talk about that?
Yeah.
Oh.
But anyway, the voting was 8 for Imola, 15 people want Nürburgring, 37 people want Spa, 10 people want Monza, and 15 people wanted Mount Paramara. Bathurst.
Spit it out.
So, I mean, there's,
So we got a clear winner.
there was actually 79 people voted.
Oh,
And
that's good.
If we can get 79 people in the next endurance race, that would be epically a headache.
79 teams would be lovely.
We'd have to have 2 tiers. That would be just crazy.
Imagine
But-
Stu him for that.
Yes, thank you very much.
Dale will be sitting there with his Nebuchadnezzar set up with his 12 screens. Like, what's happening? What's happening? What's
We're
happening? All over the place.
skipping back and forth from each server to make sure I can pick them in.
Oh,
Oh, the baby's
someone sounds unhappy. I thought that was you there, George, for a second.
No, not me. Yeah, little one just woke up from a little nap.
Yep, so, now what was it you were saying you wanted to speak about, Gamer? On the 12 hours or something that you just said as I was finishing up there.
No, I just thought it was Kill Army in there. That's all.
Oh, I thought it was something about James and the team.
Oh
getting
yeah,
back.
we'd talk about what happened to the FRL team.
Yes.
Yes.
So they were doing very well. They were skipping between 13th and 7th depending on who was driving.
Right.
And probably a good 6 hours into it. Dark Horror had left. He was leaving for most of the day, but coming back later. James was on his 6th stint. Keddy had got them up to, I think, 9th at that point.
Right.
And James went out, maybe put in 3 or 4 laps, and his computer desk was starting to move around. So he went to push, and he pushed on the steering wheel and turned the whole steering wheel off. And then panicked, and instead of
Whoops.
porting back to the pits and using the swap commands on the keyboard to put Keddy in, he panicked and just shut the whole game down, which kicked the whole team out. And unfortunately, because Dark Horror was the first
That call
driver
wasn't
in,
about.
and because he had to leave early, they couldn't get back in the server safely.
In all seriousness, though, that's good for us to be up at 9th place out of 22 or 21 teams. It was 22 teams. It was.
Yeah,
But one of them did not start.
especially
racing.
since in that particular race, Keddy was a baby alien. He wasn't even one of the big aliens in that race. There was some of the guys at the front that had some times.
Some good times.
Yeah, there was 2 teams from turn 1. One of them had a couple of drive-throughs near the middle, which put them back down the grids, but
Yeah.
they were 2nd and 3rd for the longest time behind Capri Sun.
Capri Sun put in a time of 1:47.700 for the
That was
qualifying.
unfollow. And that was
See-
almost a second faster than Indy, wasn't it?
See, going back
It's not
to
over 3/10 faster.
going
than
back to the
next.
Timmy Blunder question,
Yes,
you can actually do that on PlayStation at Monza.
yes you can. That's what I'm saying. There's not a big difference since the new update came in. There's actually a lot of the guys are struggling to get a 216 in at Spa now on the PC. I think they're
It's on
up to
PC,
80.
yeah.
I can get
the
under 220 at Spa.
Yeah, I think the McLaren's, Keddy was saying he can only get like a 221 in that because the way they changed the car around.
But before that update, he was doing 218s, I think, wasn't he?
Oh yeah.
So he's lost the best part of 2.5 seconds, maybe.
So the BMW's still
3
got to get
seconds.
nerfed a wee bit on the PC.
Yeah.
It's still a bit overpowered, and the McLaren is still overpowered as well.
So, George,
Yes.
Give us a heads up on what times your league starts, how long the races are. Let's talk about race 1.
So race 1, it starts
Himala.
at 7 Himala. Starts at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we'll be running 15-minute quali and a 50-minute race.
15-minute race.
Yep. And it'll be a
no-
tire change on this one.
Tire change. Right, okay.
Yep.
Is that mandatory, yeah?
Yep. Yes, sir.
So
Is there any mandatory fuels or anything? No.
Yeah, we got a couple of them in there. We got just.
Oh, no, I meant on the first one.
Nope,
first race.
just the tire.
Okay.
Yep. So that got a few in there that we're gonna have 1 liter fuel minimum only required, and then spa. I'm doing the. We have 25-second set time for fuel.
Have you ever,
I really like that one actually. If
Yeah.
you do
That
a
one as
set
well.
time for fuel, or you can do
Yep.
tires at 30 seconds.
have,
And that 5 seconds can be everything or nothing.
Yeah.
Um,
have you dived into the pit window set?
What's that?
Are you going to have any with a pit window? Like a 10-minute
no.
pit window where it's 5 minutes either side of the middle of the race?
No, I was thinking about that the other day when I was playing around with the settings, and I came across that, and it kind of got me thinking. So I might have to talk to Kevin about that and see what we come up with.
It's a nice leveler. It's quite nice to have everybody pitting at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Makes
because
a difference.
what that takes away from the race or anyone's strategy is let's just go in and pit first lap, get rid of everybody in front of you and drive in fresh air, free air.
Yep.
And if you
that-
get damaged, you're knackered.
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
crash, you're basically got to keep on running. And
So,
hope you're
Yeah,
Yes,
I
a
used
lot-
that to my advantage in Midnight Madness on Silverstone. I only qualified like 8th or 9th, and I was able to finish 3rd because I pitted first lap and was just in fresh air.
So the dynamics that it gives you is great, but if you take that out, it scares a lot of drivers away as well. You can actually sometimes lose drivers because of that, because that is their strategy. That's what they do.
Yeah, but that's the thing. If
Michael races. I
the guys that stick to the same car and the same strategies all the time,
know
it's where it
works.
upsets them. But that's the point. Once you get to a certain point where aliens are at a certain point, you have to start disrupting how they run to
Exactly.
make it fair.
Even the playing field.
Yeah, I mean, I've been working with Keddy to figure out the horsepower restrictions and the ballast restrictions on PC, and I can set him up to have a decent ballast and horsepower to where I can stay in front of him. He can't get past me, and that makes it more interesting. Where he would then have to deal with a pit strategy that beats me or force an error from me. So
Yeah.
it can be quite interesting, and it levels out the playing field a good bit if you can.
The forcing
Mess
of
with
the error
the
tends to be
aliens.
quite
Yeah.
easy on you, does it not, Dale?
Huh?
The forcing of the error tends to be quite easy on you. As it is
Not
me.
as simple as you.
No, that's true. That's
I get where my problem comes in because I'm so slow that when someone
You're
like
not
Gamer,
slow.
when Gamer and that comes up behind me, I could keep them behind me, but I get a bit panicky because I know that if I don't make my apexes and my exits right, they will pass me. So that's where it becomes focusing on that, and then I mess myself up because I go in too close on the apex and go over the crash, or just not get out quick enough.
It's alright though, at least you don't crash on formation maps.
I
know.
have to
Wow.
put my hand up and say I've done that twice on the GT.
total
Just to
wonder
get-
last night.
Chris did it again last night on the S's on the formation map.
I never hit anything, but my lawnmower came out. I was finishing a patch of grass that I never seen.
You know,
We had a lot. We had a lot in that Midnight Madness. I felt like.
I was
We could have a compilation wheel of crashes on formation laps. It's
Oh,
awesome.
I think the best one was Paul Ricard's.
Oh, yeah.
That was Jamie, wasn't it?
No, Sean, right into the wall,
Was it
was it
Sean?
not?
I can't remember. It was,
No, I think it's Jamie
it
Jamie,
was Jamie.
Yeah.
In a Lambo.
in the Lambo. Yeah.
bang, race over. Formation. Fantastic. Sorry, Jamie, we're just laughing at you.
That was my favorite. That was my favorite race from that series, by the way. That was a fun
The
one.
Paul Ricard. Yeah, that's Paul Ricard. That's a good venue. We've got a one-off event set up on the Discord, guys. If you want to get involved,
Yes. Any endurance guys watching, especially the GT4 guys, get in the GT4, do some practice on the PS4.
Paul Ricard is great for practice, especially in the GT4.
Very good for practice.
Yeah.
Yep.
Suppose we should
And
also touch on. Carry on, Gamer, when you go.
Also, PS5 guys get in there as well for your 2 hours endurance Friday.
Yeah. It's set up
practice.
for both platforms, but PS4 is a mixed race and PS5's GT3 only.
Just pre-season race, basically.
Yeah, just get involved,
practice
because the more practice you get in a 2 hour race, the better get you used to it. And some of the new guys as well, they've maybe not raced for 2 hours, so we'll get to see what it feels like getting that numb bum syndrome when you're constantly driving for 2 hours.
We love the 2 hour races.
Oh, yeah.
Haven't done one yet.
And the 6
George,
hours.
you're missing out, man. You're missing
I know.
out.
I'm at work when all this is happening.
I know, it's such a shame. So listen, TNT, it's just going to do nothing but grow, and you can start applying.
Yeah.
I think it's
like
gonna be
an endurance league, and it's all, if you want to, it's the ball's in your court. It's carte blanche.
And the thing is, with the longer
your
races,
bits.
if you wanted to, you could always do them on a weekend. Because America is such a vast area, to encompass the whole area I think there's a 5 hour difference from one side to the other of America.
Something like that, 4
So
hours.
I think it's 5 or 7. From the east coast to the west coast, what's the hours difference again?
4.
3 hours.
3.
Yep.
Ah. Well, anyway, what I was saying was, what you could do is do it on a Saturday. That way, that's not as big a difference.
Right.
But, I can't believe it's only 3. I thought it was bigger than that.
But baby steps. It's starting it, but it'll get bigger.
Yeah. No, we're pretty happy with what we got going so far. It's
13 full-time drivers is a great number to start with.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I mean, you also got to think you can't go any higher than 20 at the moment. So once you get more than 20, then you're looking at 2 servers. So 13 to fill up a grid on the first time round is actually really good.
Yeah. I'm hoping there will be a few more by the end of the series.
Yeah.
I'm sure there will be, mate.
Hopefully people tell their friends and they want to get involved in things. And then if you can start stealing people from other leagues because we're so much better, that's better too.
Yeah, we got a lot of guys now, I saw.
Yep.
We got a lot now.
So let's have a look at this.
So I was going to say as well, do you want to touch on the race for Against War? I can't remember the name of it. Because we do have that on PS4, PS5 and PC, all running simultaneously.
That is Sunday at 6:30, isn't it?
Sunday at 6:30, yes.
So it doesn't coincide with any of the league races that are taking place.
Yep.
So
how do the numbers look on that? Are we doing okay?
let's have a look.
I think
I would bring it up, but I can't get into...
I think PS4 and PS5 are basically full.
I'll check the PC ones if you want, Chris.
Yes, go for it.
Well, you'll check the PS. Chris should be able to bring that up.
So many
Got
channels.
so many screens on my Windows, I'm scared to touch a button. I kicked the mouse before we got started and closed everything down.
Brilliant.
I need more monitors so I can put different windows.
Somebody's moved. It's the charity event. So yes, we have 23 people that have registered for the PS4 side. We have 13 for the PS5 side.
Come on, PS5 guys. Come on.
Come on, get involved. So, no to war, peace for everyone.
So on PC we've got 11 teams.
Excellent.
Because we're doing teams of 2, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we got
There's
11
also
teams.
the link is on the actual check-in as well, guys. It's redcross.org.uk/get involved/donate. Get yourself on there. Stick a couple of quid in it. Get yourself racing. It's all for a very, very good cause indeed.
Yes.
And with it being across all the platforms, so that's we've got like 36. So we've got like potentially about 50 to 60 people getting involved so far. It's not until Sunday, so have a look. If it's something that doesn't infringe on your calendar, get in there, get involved. Love to see you, love to have you.
Let me just check.
I would,
here.
but I'm working.
Thought I'd have a quick look here and see what the final tally was on the charity event.
Yes, so it's over 1,000 views as well on our 12-hour Monza.
No, not the views. I was thinking about the final amount of money. So there was
Final balance.
£103 raised.
Excellent.
Nice. Well done, guys. £103.
We're at 1,065 views exactly.
It's a lot of views.
36 likes, so we need to get more likes. If you're viewing the video, give us a like. That's
And a sub.
And a sub. Oh god,
And a
yeah.
sub.
Viewing sub, viewing sub, viewing sub.
I could do with a sub. I'm hungry. Subway, Subway.
Oh, what are you like?
I'm a fat person who's hungry.
You know, I was going to say he's a foot long sub, in he, man. He's a foot.
Oh, definitely. Oh yeah, you can't have a Subway with that foot. It's got to be foot long. If you're walking out there with 6 inches, you're in trouble.
I bet you don't even get it cut in half, do you? You just take the whole foot off.
That's why I got all my teeth taken out. There's no room. No room.
So with the update that's happened, we've had Will Friedman working like super hard in the background, making
What a
sure the
legend.
website looks.
Yeah.
Legend.
He's been very quiet on Discord and things because he's very busy.
It's just been work. James has got the whip out. Do this, do that.
He
But
takes
he's
practicing
been-
lessons from George in the admin chat. Where's my posters? Get them done.
Posters now. Oh, but it looks lovely. It's got some nice new features on there. So get on and have a look, guys. There's also going to be a wee update going on there tonight as well from myself. It'll be Driver of the Month for February. So look out for that appearing. That's going to be getting posted up tonight. Our last month's winner was Dark Horror.
Well done, mate.
Well deserved. That was there was
No,
about
he's-
37 or 38 votes in total casted, and he took the majority. But yeah, drivers like Keddy and Giorgio Ramondi from PC, and then you had Woodward's, Dark Horror, I Am Slow, and Checker from the PlayStation. So to be selected over and above those guys, unbelievable.
I think that horror kind of deserved it because he runs on both PC and PlayStation, and he's been killing it for the last couple of seasons on both.
It tends to transition really well, doesn't it, for both?
Well, he does a lot
bloody
better on,
impossible it is
on
against-
PC than he does on PlayStation, I think.
Mhm.
His times are definitely a lot quicker on PC.
Really. So, touching on driver of the week, we've then got Alien of the week.
Alien of the week. Yes. Well, I mentioned this to you last night, Chris, and you were like, "Whoa."
What? And then I was
What?
like, oh yeah, well I suppose. So, what's
Where
kind of
do I
brought you to
start?
this conclusion? Why?
Where do I start? To be honest, I have no idea where to
How
start
about
with this one.
start with the name, so as we all know?
No, we'll start with a
Nah, the
description
name's
as
coming
to
last,
why.
mate.
No,
Name's coming last.
no.
Keep everyone in suspense.
Yes.
He may not be the fastest driver.
Right. It's not me, is it? All right. Okay. Cool.
You
That
wish.
laugh says it all.
You wish. You wish.
Oh, yeah,
Um,
definitely.
It's not just about his driving; it's everything. So,
Is he a continuous,
pain in the rear.
consistent
Is-
finisher?
yes,
Yeah, I think I know who you may be
Finish.
thinking.
finishes. I think he's finished every race I've seen him in.
Yep.
But it's also. I'm going to give it away straight away anyway. As soon as I start mentioning stuff. He can be a pain in the ass. I think Chris will agree with that one.
Is this on
Yes.
the track or off the track?
Both.
Let's just say if it was my wife, I would have killed her by now.
But it's just not on the track, it's off the track. All the stuff he does behind the scenes. So, great example. Stewarding. Does a lot of stewarding. Especially, I don't know how he did the 12 hours the other day.
Machine.
Honestly.
Total and utter machine.
How well, he probably guessed it already, innit he? So, Dale, it's you this week, mate, because honestly,
I don't think
you're
that's
just...
fair.
You have been
No,
There's a
given
lot
honestly,
better
mate.
people out there than me.
No,
Honestly,
it's not
mate,
just about
it's not just about the racing. I
Your
mean,
efforts.
most weeks...
You're embarrassing me now. Going
Most
all
weeks we-
red.
Most weeks will be racing, but because it's new seasons and stuff, and the amount of work you put into FRL, organising stuff,
it's fantastic.
stewarding, racing, I just don't know how you do it,
Yes.
honestly.
And you sleep like 19 hours a bloody day, so you fit it out to like 6 hours.
Yeah. But yeah, Dale, this week
Well,
you are the alien of the week.
It's easier for me.
Let's
to
give him a
do
round of applause.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you. I don't believe I deserve
Well
it.
deserved. Well deserved. Your
Thank you.
efforts they've not went unnoticed.
I thought it was
at
going to
all.
be Hutch, to be honest with you.
No, he won a slammers race. Come on, that's it.
I honestly thought it was going to be Hutch. Poor man's been done over by me. He can't win a
So
race.
here we go. They're going to come flooding in. We've got Del Boy, absolute legend.
Yeah.
Woody posted something and retracted it, so he was obviously saying something bad about me, and now he's going to type something
Possible.
nice.
He saw the rest of the comments and thought I better be nice.
Hutch also says you're like 1.5 feet.
Yes. Big as you can make it.
Yes.
Jokes.
Come on, Wood. Keep this in suspense. What were you going to mention there? But the chats went on fire tonight. I mean, everyone's kind of mentioned something.
Any questions?
Is there, yeah.
There's no real questions. There's just a lot of guys kind of slagging each other. And
Having
there
a
you
bit of
go.
banter.
He's put whoop, well done, pal. We're still waiting on Woody's kind of shock and awe question of the evening. Says he was going to hit us with one tonight on the live chat, but he's not done it yet.
But was that not in the emails? Did you not have to check?
No,
the
he was going to put something on the live chat,
Oh,
actually.
okay.
I know you will. Oh, somebody's not happy at all. So
No.
The baby saw your face, Chris.
definitely well deserved, Dale. You've been doing quite a lot of hard work.
Good job, Dale.
That 12
Good job.
hours.
I appreciate
Jordan
that.
was-
You guys' kind chat.
I think you just lay back on the couch and you had the mouse and stuff next to you, and you were just eating pizza and drinking beer. Well, I'll deal with that later. Click, click, click.
I did actually have pizza called on Papa John's.
No, I've gone
Oh,
off you now. No, Papa John's.
Nah.
The only reason I picked them is because it was the only one that was opened in the area at the time.
I'll let you off then.
I would have preferred. There's a wee place up the road called Peri Hut. It's a barbecue place. They do 3 pizzas for £15. So I would have gone there, but they were closed.
Mate, I'll just go get Asda pizza. It's so much. It's like £2.50.
Stop promoting Asda.
I'm not allowed to use the
Stick it in
oven.
the oven for 50. Why not? They're more nice.
My oven's been turned off because I keep falling in the fucker.
Hutch says until they said how much stuff he does in the background, he knew it wasn't him for Alien of the Week.
I was going to say Hutch does nothing now. Sorry, Hutch.
Oh, right.
Fuck, he does, don't you dare.
We'll bring your GT4s back soon, Hutch.
Hutch is
Yes.
cuddly.
Probably. Hopefully.
Hutch is cuddly. He just goes around giving everybody in the FRL a hug.
Yes.
Well, we've got a wee revelation potentially happening with the whole kind of mixed element leaguey thing. We'll not talk too much about it, will we?
See, I enjoy not being in the admin chat now because I get to find things out like this.
There's a lot of work still going on behind the scenes.
Yes. We're taking things slowly but surely. Have we had any more people sign up for your TNT whilst we're doing the cast by any chance? Have a look. It'd be
I
good
dunno.
if there was.
Depends how many people replied to my mass tag I did earlier.
That was
No,
that took
nothing
you all
yet.
day to do that last tag.
I did another one about an hour ago.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, in the welcome
Yeah.
page.
Yep, that's a big one.
Anyone without a PC or PS role, I just asked them nicely to select your role. There was about 100 people.
Wow.
So
Scary.
my other mass tag did work. I got two hits on that out of all those 2 million names I tagged.
It takes a
Do you
long
know-
time to get through all those tags, doesn't it?
Oh, honestly, it's so time consuming.
If you could just copy and paste, it'd be so much easier.
I'm going to start doing that on a weekly basis now, though. So it's less time consuming.
Yeah. Because you've got the names now, so it'll be far easier just copying and pasting and deducting.
Yep.
But yeah, look at that list. So that's a group of people that have not got anything assigned to them at all. So they've come in, they've had a look at it.
They've just got a new joiner role, and that's it.
Right. We need you to get involved, guys. Pick a role, get your licenses filled in, get involved. It's a great league.
The new joiner roles, actually, or the new joiner channel has been going mad the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I mean,
really-
there's a constant influx of drivers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
there's a-
I feel like the last 2 weeks has gotten quite like high.
Yes.
Uh,
Since the PS5 versions come out,
Yeah.
we've gained a lot of people from other leagues, which is great.
Yeah.
Because I think there's a few leagues that are not concentrating on PS4 anymore.
Yeah, so
So-
it's always a good thing to keep the PS4. That was your bread and butter for a long time.
Yeah.
There's
Still
no
will be
point,
bread and butter.
killing it off just because the new version comes out. I mean,
We're
they're not going to do any updates for PS4 anymore. But there's so many people out there that haven't gotten access to a PS5 or just
Yeah.
don't have the money for one. So
Yeah.
keep your PS4 up until it's the defunct period, and then you can move on. That's the best way to do it.
Yes. Yep.
So, just touching on the server itself, we're actually now at 846 members, so we're very close to getting to the 1,000 mark.
Awesome.
That'll be
And a lot of these guys are coming in. I mean, looking at the last few, like the last page worth of guys that come in, a lot of them are PC. So whatever we're doing on PC, it's working really well.
PC
Eddie,
side.
James,
Yeah.
Dale, these are all
Dale.
working really hard in the background, getting leagues set up, one-off events set up, managing
And the chat-
SimGrid,
and the-
managing
and the chat-
check-ins.
And the chats look quite healthy in the PC side
They're
as well.
starting to get there. Yeah, there was a good bit of the first seasons. All the chats were very quiet and not much talking. But as we get more established and the people that have, there's a lot of people come and go on PC. There is a slightly high turnover, but we're starting to get more and more people staying back and staying for
regulars.
season. And as they start to get to know each other, the chat's also evolved from, there was no reason for you to take that chance and knock me out, to, that's all right, mate, that was just a wee accident. As people start to get to know each other, it's less aggressive chat, it's becoming more friendly. It's really nice.
It's good.
Awesome.
It's good to see.
The
We've
direction
also
you want to
got
go in.
our picture competition, which it's been alive recently, the last day or so, with votes and stuff. Keep going. I'll run I'll keep the pictures in the chat for maybe another day, and then we'll kind of post up the winner. But it looks like we've got a couple of front runners on there for PlayStation and PC. And do remember, the winner gets their pictures. They feature on our main website. They also get to win a nice wee Brucey bonus prize as well each. So keep voting, guys. There's 4 pictures that made the finalist cut for PlayStation and 4 pictures that made the finalist cut for PC. Guys, some of these images that I had
Awesome.
to sift through,
So, yeah, some of those pictures are amazing.
jaw-dropping. So it was really difficult to get to where we did. I had to whittle it down to 12. Was it 12? Yeah, 12, and then we went through a wee deduction process and got it down to 4 for each. So keep voting, guys. Have a look and see what one you prefer.
Not taking anything away from the PC guys on their pictures, but I was actually more interested in the PlayStation competition because the standard of pictures we were getting on the PlayStation, considering the limitations, was excellent.
Which
I
one
mean,
you
the
just,
PC you can put motion blur on it, you can make everything. It looks better. It's a better looking game to begin with. But for the guys that done the pictures on the PlayStation, they actually put a lot of effort into their pictures.
yeah.
It's
Yes.
nice to see that. So
So-
I think everybody in the PlayStation side deserves a wee tiny shout out regardless, just for the limitations on their pictures to begin with. They've done
Yeah.
such an awesome job.
Well done, guys. Well done indeed. I mean, the 4 finalists for PlayStation are great. You've got your 2 teammates in the Porsches in the top picture. You've then got the is that a Janetta? That is indeed.
Is it the night
Driving
time
in the rain. Then we've got a nice Lambo driving kind of like round the corner with a nice sunset. And then you've got that Mercedes at the bottom with the sun casting shadow over it. It's just gorgeous. Either one of those pictures would look amazing on the website. And with the PC, you've got your Bentley at the top. That's just magnificent. And then your pack there. What track is that? On picture number 2.
I don't know, I need to find it now. Race pick.
Picture 3, that looks like Bathurst. And picture 4, kind of a wet, kind of, it looks like it's about kind of 12 cars on it. So again, any one of them
I can't find it,
on
mate.
the website will look fantastic. They're in the Formula Racing League section, right at the bottom, just below the PS4 and PS5 one-off events.
Get voting, guys.
Yep, get voting. We've got 874 people in our Discord. 848, sorry. Let's
I can't find it, Chris.
get more votes.
Moving on. I'm not going to keep on looking for it because I've no idea where it's at.
So do you want to touch on the PC side then, Del? Do you want to have a wee chat and
Well,
kind of let us know?
what else would you like to know on the PC side?
So we've got
Quiz
a
me if
couple
you
of
like.
leaks. We've got a couple of leaks still up.
Yes,
and
so
running.
we're into the third race of the long run.
Oh.
I was talking to some of the guys tonight, and considering I made that series, I can't remember the tracks that we've already had. But I know that we done Bathurst tonight.
Yes.
I actually jumped in there because the live stewarding, we've been having some problems with the championship live stewarding. We do the team live stewarding is slightly different. But I jumped in the race tonight. It's been the first race I've done PC for a while actually. Other than the other stuff that I do. But for us guys, so the next one is going to be Spa. There's been a couple of guys that have come in halfway through the season that are very fast. So it's actually still all to race for, I believe, on the long run. We have a new
Yes.
season of GT3 Friday starting. That looks like it's going to be high numbers. We've already, it's already locked out the grid for the GT3s.
Right.
There's no
Numbers
room
on that
left,
grid.
but we've been telling everybody to keep on putting in for reserve places, because we have a higher server that we can, higher number of people in the server that we can use.
70 slots we've got now.
But-
Yeah, Katie said the other day he upped
Yeah.
it.
But well, we have to for the endurance because every person counts as an entry.
Yes.
So actually, during the 12 hours, we had to have 80 places, 88 places, I think it was, to get everyone in because the teams are 4 and 3.
Oh, that's right. To allow
So
the
what-
teams
what-
to,
What size is the grid on GT3 Fridays?
The GT3 Fridays, the first season, we were running 42 or 43.
I think we're getting about 36 showing up though.
No, there
Just
was
imagine.
actually there was a number of races that was 40, 44, 43.
Oh, right,
showing up,
okay,
no problem.
excellent.
Just imagine that
you
going
lose
round
a couple of
brands.
people as soon as
Oh.
the race starts with crashes. It doesn't matter whether it's PC or PlayStation, you've got your glitters.
Season 2 starts
Season
this
2.
Friday. And we've
Season
got
2, there is 50 people signed up already.
52, because me and
Aye. So that's reserves are in there.
you
as
guy
well.
Chris are getting involved as well.
So the reserve side is we're definitely focusing on the reserves, because what happened the first time round was we had 2 tiers of 40 and 20 something,
That's right.
and when it came down to it, we had to merge the two to make it 1 tier of 40 something. Some people never turned up. So this time the way we're going to work it is we're going to have the grid it filled up with the normal drivers and the reserves. The people that are already in our Discord server, they're using the check-in service, and by the time we get to the first race, then we'll figure out whether we need 2 tiers or not
Excellent.
before we continue. So we're trying to work it out a bit easier in that sense. We've still got all our one-off events that we do.
Yep, Keddy's just put up 3 new events.
Yep, all 90-minute events.
90-minute races.
Got Monza, Kyalami and Suzuka that just went up. At the end of the long run, which I've set up a Ferrari World Tour,
Yes.
which is 7 tracks with a slight twist. Basically, when we're driving at night, the race starts at 7 o'clock each week on a Wednesday. But whatever time 7 o'clock is for us, so Laguna Seca will be their actual time. When we go to Kyalami,
Nice.
it'll
So
be
like-
their actual time.
So it'll be real world time then.
real world times that we're working with.
Nice.
Okay.
Excellent.
I would love to do a Ferrari challenge. That'd be awesome.
Get
George,
a
you'll love that
PC,
one.
Get your
You
finger out and get a
Yeah.
PC.
I tell you what, there's a couple of courses in there that I don't think you'd want to take the Ferrari round, like Laguna Seca and Bathurst.
George loves the Ferrari. All
I
thanks
love
to
it
me.
now.
All thanks to me, that is. I'll take credit for that.
It's such a volatile but amazing car to drive.
It
And I
is.
hate
It's
racing
awesome.
against you, George, because you're bloody impossible to catch.
So have you now moved over to the Ferrari over the Audi full time then? George,
What's that?
have you moved to Ferrari over Audi now completely?
Yeah, I had a different car I was gonna do, but it got filled up pretty quick. I was practicing it quite a bit, and I think I had a little something for Gamer Dad, but it got taken. I might have to use it. I might have to use it this Sunday because
Are you racing this Sunday? Yes,
Yeah,
get in,
yeah.
George.
Yeah,
Ledge.
I might bring it out
Good
then.
lad.
Tier 1.
So let's see what's happening in the chat now. So there's a lot of kind of messages coming through. Oh, here we go. So Woodward has posted up a question.
Here we go. Yeah, come
After
on.
having round 1 on the Sundays and Tuesdays, would any of you like to throw out some predictions on championship winners?
Tier 1, no. For Sundays.
Oh,
That's a steep climb.
There's no way you can tell who's going to win, especially with the point system now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think any one driver is going to win every single race. I mean,
Hutch just says a PS5 winner will be a BMW.
well,
You know,
that's probably a
That's
certain.
probably sure, yeah. It's
But
it
on
is
the
a bit of
PS,
an overthrow.
on for the Sundays, with it's like tier 2 stacked on Sundays as well.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't want to pick any winner because, like, race 1 at Kyalami for tier 1, it bucketed down,
That's right.
and the two fastest guys struggled. So, and they were by far the quickest guys out there in the Lamborghinis at Kyalami. No one was catching them in the
It's the
dry.
Lamborghini suited to Kyalami though.
Yeah,
It's
it's-
track, innit?
But as soon as it rained, it was anyone's game.
Yeah.
It was interesting because I was watching both streams with Coops. Well, Coops was doing his stream. I was watching his on one screen, and I was watching Dan on the other screen.
On your Nebuchadnezzar.
Aye, so on Coops' screen it is peeing down. I mean, it's quite heavy rain,
Yeah.
and I'm looking over at tier 2, and
And
I'm
it's
going,
dry.
the sun's out.
Oh, it was great. It
Sun's
was
shining
fantastic.
bright.
And we had the beauty of being in a chat with guys that were in tier 1 racing. All you could hear them was shouting and screaming at their cars because they were in the
I'll tell you how quick the Lambos were there in the dry.
Yeah.
Traction Dave, new lap record with 1:41.5, I think it was.
Yeah.
My God,
It's
that
just
fast.
stupidly crazy fast.
the thing that happened was
Wow.
he would get those times he'd be in pole position or whatever, and then they'd
I
come
think
to
he's
the race,
cheating.
it was just
He's
raining.
got to
He
be
was
cheating by
stuck.
that time.
But I think he done amazingly well in the second race though.
Oh, poor Woody's put up no flying Lambo from Spa in the picture competition. If anyone wants a chuckle, go and have a
That
look
is a
at the
great picture.
PlayStation pictures. It's still there, it's still active. And go and have a look at Woody's flying Lambo. It's
Green,
about 12
luminous-
inches off the floor.
Green Illuminous Lambo flying up the hill.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I was I was obviously in the chat room when it happened, and he screamed as loud as possible. Oh my God.
Yeah, because we were all in that race, weren't we? So what was the end of Timmy's question, Chris? You said you would get back to it.
So the other part of the question that he was
Well,
said
get close
was,
one time.
let's have a look. It's just a small kind of question. Oh, where is it? Also, he basically says, is there any difference in which cars work best between PS4 and PS5? I.e., the Aston Martin on PC is a peach, but on the PS4 it's a rotten apple.
Except for in the wet. I love it in the wet.
So I tried the Aston on the PS5 and it works almost like it does on PC now. I don't know if it's as
Fantastic.
quick because I'm
think
obviously not a fast
it's-
driver, but it feels the same.
So you still got the OP Bentley on PS4.
Yeah.
And then you go to PS5 and it's the BMW.
Yeah.
Whereas the Bentley's not that good on PS5 and PC though, is it?
I don't know about the PS5, I've not tried it. Chris would be able to tell you, he drove it the other night. Would you stop playing with your hair, it's distracting.
I've got a little Majika bit happening here. What's going on with this? Why is that there? Sorry.
Yeah, Chris could probably answer the question on the Bentley. How does the Bentley feel on PS5 from previous iterations?
I went round Suzuka, my fastest time ever, so it's actually really
So
nice.
is it still good?
So it's still good
Very
on
good,
PS5.
very
so
good
it's-
indeed.
so the cars are not as comparable to PC as I thought they were then. I mean, you never know, it could be the tyre model changes as well. There's so many different physics and things changed on PC that it's difficult to know what's travelled over and what's not.
I just can't wait to touching on the reason why we have Georgia Priest on tonight. How TNT is going to pan out. I'm excited and nervous. I hope it explodes with.
We will conquer America.
I would,
Yes.
like, I would like to point
I
out,
hope so.
Mr.
I think it
Goodman,
will.
We've got a fighting team of 13 Avengers just now. It's just going to get bigger. What we'd like to be in a position to be able to do is to have 2 tiers, 40 drivers.
I would like to say, Mr. Gedman, that Georgie Priest was actually invited on before this all came about as well. It just made it more interesting that this was happening at the right time.
Excellent, cool.
Yeah.
Well, it's good that George's here to tell us a bit about it. But I mean, you're the special guest tonight. It's always about the show's always about the special guest. And you're now part of the admin team for the TNT, so very timely and it's well deserved. And you,
Thank you.
when we're in our bed and we're sleeping, you guys are working hard getting that side of the
I noticed,
kind of
I noticed
FRL
you popped
going.
into the admin chat for PC in the last couple of days as well.
I've had it, but I saw the new number and I chimed in.
You thought, I want one of them.
me.
Yeah, I did see that. I think Gamer's in the
TNT.
PC chat as well, but he doesn't talk much.
I see everything, mate.
Yeah.
See
Yep, I
everything.
see it all too. Yep.
I see everything.
What
See all
does
the evil.
TNT stand for?
Thursday Night Thunder.
Who came up with that?
I came up with that and is between that one and Thursday Nights in America, so I was gonna do TNA.
Oh, right, okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
The Thursday Night Thunder sounds awesome anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
I
a-
like it.
It's like a
Yeah.
it's like a NASCAR like type
Yeah.
thing, isn't it?
Yep.
It's got an
That's got to be involved.
ACDC
Yeah.
theme tune for it as well.
yeah.
It's dynamite.
So,
It'll be fun. It'll be good.
yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I'm definitely going to take part.
That'd be cool.
First race, because I'm off on Friday, so I might as well just stay up and do it.
So Thursday for the Americans, and it's Friday morning for us, Chris. Remember that?
Yeah,
8 hours
4
later.
or something. 3 in the
4
morning.
o'clock in the morning, 3 or 4 in the morning, I think.
3. Yep, 3 in the
Yep,
morning.
I'll be there.
Yeah.
I'll be in my Porsche, cutting the lawn.
So that's about 11 o'clock for the East Coast.
It needs a
guys,
good
right?
trimming.
Yeah.
So that's
Everyone's know that it's grass cutting a long time.
so just to check that's about 11 o'clock for the East Coast guys.
10.
10 o'clock.
10 and 7, isn't it?
Oh yeah,
Yep.
my maths is terrible. I was thinking about 9 o'clock. I mean,
And I think the guys down under are joining the TNT as well, aren't they? And I
Think so.
there's
I think
Yeah.
they could.
Yep,
They probably
yep,
could. Yeah.
We got Mr. Slow in there.
and Big
Mr.
Dom,
Gorilla Thumbs.
and the new guy Big Dom, I think as well.
Yep.
Who we met
Yes.
last night. What a laugh he is.
He's a funny guy. Wow,
funny.
He had us all entertained last night. First time on comms, and he wasn't shy in the slightest.
Awesome.
Yeah, he popped in the chat. We had a little chat with him, but yeah, he's not shy. He's definitely not shy.
Welcome, Dom.
Cool.
You got driver of the day as well last night for dragging that poor car over the finish line.
I might add the lovely pink Audi.
The pink Audi, and I think he hit every wall
Yep.
that Suzuka provides. I think he had 5+ minutes worth of damage by the end of the race, and he had to drag it into the pits and then drag it over the line. Oh, it was brilliant. Entertaining to say the least.
It's always good fun.
Oh, aye. Last night's race was amazing. So good, so good, so good. That was in Slammers. So we've got Slammers back up and running, guys. Slammers is running alongside Taco's calendar. So you know what Taco's calendar is. It's exciting. And Slammers is always a kind of smaller depiction of that. So we do like 8 or 10 minutes of qualifying and a 25-minute sprint with no pits, or it should be no pits.
No pits, Chris.
But idiot here forgot to take pit strategy off G Portal. Bang. Idiot. But it worked in Hutch's favour, so I'm taking half that one, Hutch. I don't care what you say. I helped.
So do we have any more questions in the chat, Chris?
We don't actually. We've just got Hutch and Woodward now. They're kind of just saying great entertainment. Let's just have a wee look back because we missed a few bits. So George is the pretty face and Kev is the brains. That's came for Hutch. Honest to God, we've got a couple of man crushes in this chat, by the way. Handsome man, your wife must be happy. That's all I'm saying. But they're saying George is the pretty face, Kev's the brains. You'll probably find George is the brains as well. Kev's just there for the giggle part.
Some giggles.
What else have we got? We've got Woodward saying, Woodward's on here. The guy needs to get his bed. Someone mentioned the 12 at Monza and he ran away. Oh, he's talking about James. They're still taking the pee out of James. That's a shame. Kenny, not James.
That's going to last for a while. There's nothing to do with that.
James just needs to go and hide in the corner and maybe.
If he wasn't big enough to handle it, he would never have told us what actually happened. He'd have just says, "I don't know what happened. We're being disconnected."
He could have said something. The wife turned my telly off or something, but no.
I couldn't use
Gave
that
us
one.
the
The wife
truth.
wasn't there at the time. He was on his own.
Gave him the truth.
But no, he said the truth, and you're going to happen.
Yes.
Right, guys. So
I'd like to give a quick little shout out to Mr. Paul here for giving me a little hand on the game portal. I was having some issues and frustration the other night, and thank you, sir.
yes,
Yeah,
we're-
no worries. That's what I'm here for, innit?
G Portal can be a bit of a
Pain in the
weird
arse.
one.
Yeah.
Do you work it on a PC or do you do it on your phone?
I was doing it on my phone, and I keep resetting it, and either I'd screw everything all up or it wouldn't do anything. So I was
You've just
getting
always
pretty
got to make
frustrated.
sure you hit save and then reset.
Mm-hmm.
But reset's the last thing you do.
He couldn't work out the formation lap.
Yeah,
So I gave him the
cannot.
code. I gave him the code. I copied the code from another server
Oh,
and
fantastic.
just sent it to it and it works. It's
So
fine.
just
I
gotta
tried.
make sure-
I tried so many different things in it. It's
It's
making
the
me angry.
brackets. See the open bracket and close
It's the
bracket. See if
brackets.
that's no there. It has a
Yeah.
tizzy. It's
Even if it's
ridiculous.
missing one comma,
Aye.
Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah.
It just needs every single little digit, and it works perfect.
Yeah.
And then when it's working perfect, and you go to try and set servers like I do every Tuesday night, my 2 girls will be in their bath, or I'll just have dried their hair, and then I've got 3 servers to set, and one of them does that thing where it takes ages to load.
Yep.
Just want to tear my hair out my face.
Looks like you already started.
It's okay. She can go.
What did Mr. Majika hair get on? So thank you for coming on tonight, George. That's been nice and refreshing.
Yeah,
And
thanks
this
for having me.
puts a face to a name wherever you are on whatever screen.
Yep.
Now we know.
Mr. Handsome of FRL, we could maybe use your face to promote FRL and get over 1,000 hits, no bother.
I think we're at the point where we could have a calendar.
Well, just a Georgie Priest calendar.
Well, a few other people.
January he's fully clothed, and by the summer he's getting nothing on but a pair of crotch shorts.
Well, you'll be in there, mate. You'll be on the calendar.
Body painting stuff. Anyway, that's a good idea actually. Charity event.
Yeah.
Strip poker.
Half naked.
Every time you complete a
FRL,
lap,
mate.
George Priest has got to take off a piece of clothing, so he goes into the wardrobe and does a joey. Puts every piece of clothing on. So we need to do like an endurance, like a 200 lap endurance till he gets completely naked. Anyway.
I'll talk to the wife. I'll talk to the wife about that one.
She's like, you can date in my day. When I go to work, I'm not standing watching that crap. Excellent. So TNT, Thursday Night Thunder.
TNT tomorrow, first round.
There's 10 drivers taking part. Well, 11 I'll check in.
There's 13 in total. There's just 3 checked out, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I mean, what's more important than FRL? Why is there 3 checked out? Shocking. Is there anything else you would like to add, Derek?
Not me. No, I am fine.
Excellent. Paul,
I am partner to I am slow, but I am fine.
No. Jules, you got anything you want to add or say?
No. TNT, come check it out if you're able to. And good job, Hutch, yesterday.
Yes.
Yep.
Well done.
Don't make his head any bigger.
You can barely get in the door as it is.
So can I just say tonight's race at Bathurst was great.
It was fun.
Oh,
19 cars?
Yeah.
19
Thinking
people
about that.
showed up, finished off
Should
with
we-
18.
well, yeah, Mr. Woodward decided to call it quits after pitting 3 times in
He
7
did.
laps.
Boo, Woodward.
3 times in 7 laps still, that's like...
I don't know.
Rashid has just went, hi guys, and then good night.
Oh, sorry, Rashid. Go back to the beginning and watch it over.
Yeah.
I will say the guy that won the Monza run finished first tonight as well. So he's definitely a fast character.
Who's this, sorry?
The guy that won tonight. Did you not realise that's the same guy that won the Capri Sun team?
So he's an alien, is he?
Yeah,
Interesting.
he's doing 201.5 today
Was he?
Oh, that's rapid.
on race fuel.
That is rapid. Especially at Bathurst. That is really...
We were sitting talking about it. He was 7 tenths ahead of the other guys, the other airlines.
Okay, so
one-
once
one
I
of
switch
you-
over to PC, he'll be top of my target list, yeah?
So Derek, just to touch on the races that already have happened, we had Michael Schumacher special,
Yep, Nurbs.
then we had the Mansell meetup,
Yep.
and tonight was the Shooty Shakedown.
The Shoey Shakedown, I like that one.
And I think we've got Spa.
Spa next. That's the last race. 2 hours of Spa.
So tonight's race was won by, yes, Sebastian Leinmuller. So you're going to see his
What?
name
No,
showing up
did
quite
Leinmuller
soon
win?
on our website, guys. Just a wee hint. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
Hang on, did Leinmuller win?
So race results, we've got, yes, Sebastian Leinmuller.
I didn't notice that when I was racing right enough, so that might have been
Well,
right.
he might be top of my alien hunter list then once I switch over to PC.
So he's not the guy that won the. He's not the one that won at Monza though.
Don't get him confused, Chris.
He's the guy that won is not on the.
Hands up.
standings.
But no, so he had a great race tonight. The
Oh,
two
it's
guys.
Qualifying it's Jerome is the winner. Wayne Miller never came in third.
Sorry, I was clicking the wrong thing. My bad. Yes.
Yeah.
Jerome.
So Jerome won.
He was first.
with
Petrovic was second.
with a
and Wayne Miller was
201.8.
third.
201.8 was his fastest race time. And then
And
qualifying it was
A 2:1.5.
201.5, yeah.
See, that's he never got a sub 2 minutes. I'm not interested.
That's fast enough.
Faster than most people I've ever seen on
What was your
Bathurst, to
fastest
be fair.
time, Chris? Your fastest time in qualifying was a 207.
Yep.
I don't see
Chris.
Andy beating that.
That's shocking, Chris.
The only
That's
person
quite
that beat
well. I mean, I qualified in 17th and I finished in.
you got a hell of a start. You jumped about 8 places on the start and finish straight.
I finished 7th. I done 38 clean laps. In fact, 37 clean laps. I wrecked my car on the last lap.
Yeah, but I was going to say you always crash at Bathurst.
I do. I went, like I say, the full race, and then I started jinxing myself by saying I've had a clean race, guys. Excellent. I'm going to finish 6th or whatever. I was going to finish 7th. Got to the top of the mountain. Bang.
Binned it.
But I think there was a chance Oz was always going to catch you though.
So the Aston Martin, to answer Timmy Blunder's question, the Aston Martin has become an absolute rocket on PC.
It's always been good on PC, Chris. It's always
It's just,
been good.
it passes cars like they're not even there. It's so
It's,
fast.
It's the fact that you can bring the back wing down so low and
Yeah.
still be able to keep corner. Is what it is.
Georgia Priest has got quite a lot happening in the background with the looks of things.
Kids
Oh, yeah.
came in from school. Right?
It happens. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
We've all been there. We've got kids. We know what it's like.
Oh yeah.
But
So-
has anybody got a final words, or are we all good to go, boys?
I'm all
No.
good, man. All good.
That's been a
All
good show
good.
tonight. Thanks for coming on, Georgia Priest.
Thank you very
Hey,
much.
thank you for
George.
having me.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Cheers,
Excellent.
George.
And
And
thanks,
we'll
thanks
see
for
you
calling,
tomorrow
Chris.
night, okay?
Thanks, guys. And to the audience, thank you guys for coming as well. Catch you all later.
Yep. Laters, guys.
Alright, we're out.
Right. Boom.
That went alright.
George, if you need to
Right
go,
on.